I would like to thank you all for coming this afternoon. My name is Amanda Stcyr, and I would like to talk to you about implementing an in-house behavioral service organization for our residents here at Franklin County Rehab Center. Our current method for residents to seek counseling is to send them to outside services by taking the local bus transport, or families may bring them, which is fine as we encourage families to participate in residents' care. However, if a family member decides at last minute that they are unable to take the resident, the appointment must be canceled because our current transportation company requires a 48-hour notice for all appointments. By providing these services, I anticipate a decrease in behaviors, increase in staff education, and safe patient-to-staff ratios. Our current method for achievement or behavior services can cause a number of ramifications, which include but are not limited to poor communication between staff and clinicians, quality of care related to a decrease in staff ratios, and expenses to the company. This project seeks to provide therapeutic services in-house without disturbing residents' surroundings. Taking memory-impaired people from their routine and surroundings can upset them and cause escalations in behaviors. The majority of our residents go to their appointments accompanied by our LNA staff or activity staff, which decreases our staff ratio. Even if planned and we can schedule for extra staff, this can be a burden on payroll. We send consult forms to be filled out by the clinician with recommendations. Our staff whom accompany our residents may not have the education to sit and discuss with the clinician about alternative treatments or clarify any of the recommendations. So this is where poor communication occurs because staff or residents may not fully understand the recommendations, and now clarification has to be made, which uses up nursing time and the chance that these recommendations will not be initiated in a timely manner because we play phone tag with the offices. With a decrease in staff ratio, the remaining staff may be expected to pick up the extra workload. We now experience a problem with not enough time for adequate care because everyone is in a hurry. So residents' wants and needs are not met. Increased falls may happen related to bells or alarms not being answered as quickly, and then there is the potential for pressure ulcers to develop as the staff may not get to turn and reposition a resident as scheduled. And then we have company expenses. The facility currently pays for the transportation, and as we know, the cost of that is about $100 one way, because our patients generally need to travel to the geriatric psychologist in Burlington, Vermont. And then, if we plan on staff going, we attempt to cover their shift, and this leads to increased payroll. The effects on residents by taking them out of their surroundings can escalate behaviors and can cause more confusion. They are of the elderly population and generally do not like going anywhere, as most of them are already weak and have other comorbidities. That makes it a challenge. So, the best way to decrease anxiety or negative behaviors is to invest in an in-house behavioral service organization. This will include making a few minor adjustments to one of our current sunrooms, buying additional equipment, and having training sessions for the employees so that they know how to detect signs and symptoms of depression and notify the nursing staff so together they may intervene and bring them to the calming room before these behaviors escalate. Equipment will include a quiet room, calming music, and incense. By providing a calm atmosphere with light music and incense, it is proven to decrease anxiety and tension, fight depression, increase concentration, and even aid in insomnia, which may also lead to a decrease in the use of sleep aids. These services can provide individual therapy or group therapies. Figure 1 here illustrates a nonverbal sign of possible depression. By educating our staff on signs and symptoms of maladaptive behaviors, it will allow us to intervene quicker and assist them through the process. Figure 1A illustrates a positive outcome of group therapy, interpersonal communication, and involvement. Alternative behavior and anxiety techniques can reduce the use of medications such as antidepressants and antipsychotics. So what can we do to assist our residents when feeling anxious or depressed? We will have the opportunity to bring them to this quiet room, start the music, light the incense, and provide one-on-one therapeutic communication, or just sit quietly with them as they gather themselves. The implementation of this project requires a project director, a trainer, and 3 charge nurses, 1 from each shift, as we run 24/7 here and behaviors can happen at any time. The project manager responsibilities will include meeting and discussing plans with a counselor from Deer Oaks Behavioral Organization, seeking residents whom would benefit from these services, obtain resident consent forms, serving as a resource for all employees. The trainer's responsibilities will include going to training sessions, reviewing and discussing alternative calming techniques, training and educating employees, and the charge nurse's responsibilities will include attending these training sessions, review and understand information on types of alternative treatments, review and agree on a list of appropriate residents, assist project director with referrals if needed, and to demonstrate proper use of the equipment. To qualify, the interested person must demonstrate leadership skills, be knowledgeable or willing to learn of the benefits of alternative treatments for behaviors. They must have been employed with this facility for at least 12 months as a project manager, a trainer, or a charge nurse. All personnel must be interested in helping residents improve and maintain their quality of life. The length of this project from start to end of the evaluation phase should take approximately 3 months. The implementation of this project will benefit residents by decreasing behaviors and anxiety with memory impairment, decrease the use of antidepressants or antipsychotics, and improve quality of life and care for residents with behaviors and anxiety that affect their daily living by 25 to 50%. As you can see, the budget here on this slide of this project will cost approximately $8,644.68, and this includes the cost of equipment, the charge nurse training, the project manager, and Deer Oaks trainer. So in conclusion, I believe implementing an in-house behavioral service organization for our residents at Franklin County Rehab Center will be a new and exciting experience. It will require a collaboration of nursing staff, the support from our administrative team. I am excited to help implement well-needed services to our residents with memory or non-memory impairments and allow them to stay in their surroundings. It is my goal to help ensure you, our staff, and our residents a smooth transition. And the cost of this project is minimal compared to the quality of life, which is priceless. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a great afternoon, and I will now take and answer any questions you may have.